What I hate about human beings now these days, like, oh, you write like cons, but they're never complaining about people who write show cons. It's the same thing. It's basically an anime thing. You are depicting a sexual behavior towards a minor, but I think this anime is different than in real life. Of course, we all know that, It's just I have to do this all the time in the media, alright? I gotta deal with this all the time, alright? There's not all the time. Once upon a while, people don't get it. Like, the government of the United States doesn't care what you write and sell as long as you put warning labels. And as long have a conscience, this is fiction, not real life. And, like, sure, like, that's why a lot of people are afraid of people. Like, they people say, oh, they're okay with murder, but sexual potential of a minor in your story seems like it's too extreme. But come on, I'm a writer who have no boundaries. All right, people who have no boundaries know how rich they are, very rich, and it's really fun to have writing doesn't have boundaries. It's an atmosphere into the story. Like, okay, they're okay with animal slaughter in the anime. Are you serious? But when you're pitching a minor in your story, you're completely augmenting pedophile. That's so stupid. It's like me writing a story where a character slaughtering an animal and make me augment an animal abuser. That doesn't make sense. Yes, I know, these things are illegal, but illegal in real life. I swear to gosh, if I have to argue the point on my point of view, why is okay to write story of any genre as long as you do not do it in real life? Also make my blood boil. I know I should ignore them or block them. But I write Lolicon on media so many times, a lot of times. I use anime characters. So, like, if you use anime characters, you're a criminal. But if you use real picture, you're not. Dude, I use anime picture for a reason, because I want to show the government I'm not a psychotic monster. I only use real picture if it's not really that, like, content. Like if I have ran out anime pictures to make an RPG with a story, well, I don't use real picture. I probably use like maybe a fiction real picture, like 3D pictures or something like that. I don't know. It's just, let's just say I use anime more in general to show the government I'm not a psychotic bastard who's heartless to society. Do people say, oh, you watch those type of content? Well, technically, yes. But if you're watching content, it's going to affect you differently than watching the real content. That's what I'm trying to keep saying. Sorry, I'm rambling a lot, I know. You say, oh, just give it a point. Just get to the point. The point here is, people are just so stupid, think fiction should be banned or fiction should have boundaries. My belief is they shouldn't. They goddamn shouldn't. You see, without fiction, there's gonna be real criminals going around. Or people who wants the real thing, they're going after the real thing. I'm passionate about writing anything I want. That's what I'm passionate about. I don't care you think I'm kind of a perverted freak who writes stories of, like, lions and shoulders, murder and rape, darkness and decay. It's fiction, alright? It's fiction. I'm trying. People have their different opinion, but people want to look you as a bad person who just write these things, think you are the real person, and they don't know who you are. And know what that good part about it? They give you so much ever an argument that giving people curiosity what I write. So I give my name out there. Those stories I'm practicing to write because in the near future, if I'm a writer, I must think about what people taste. Like, are there dark people or the light people? Or are they in between, like darkness? Like, do you know how many anime is dark and like Goblin Slayer? I bet Goblin Slayer have goblins rape a lot of characters. I actually meant like real anime characters who are children. These are monsters who will use you as a plaything. But sure, if you write on the media just for fun, they think, oh, you're a criminal. But if you make a profit out of it, then you're not. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Please comment below. Does that make any sense? I watched a couple of videos. Think Lolicon and Shokon is illegal in the United States. It can be, but the federal government can ignores it as long no real minors getting harmed or sexualized. I'm just saying, like, if you are a writers who write Shokon and Lolicon, just ignore these bastards. Just ignore everybody. It's just, I know, like, it's kind of sad America's not free anymore. Like, I know fiction is fiction, should be left alone. But if you can't write whatever you want, what's the point of making fiction? That's my opinion. Like, if you only use real pictures, then people say, oh, you're not a psychopath. But if you use anime, then you're a psychopath. But if you write Lolicon and Shokon, you're a criminal, should be locked in jail. Oh, if you write murder, you're okay. You're definitely okay. This is I have a problem with fucking people. I don't care, I curse on YouTube. But this needs to get out of my chest, where a part I just can't hide it and ignore it anymore. Because this is who I am. I'm a writer who doesn't have boundary. Those motherfucking wankers who don't know between a reality and fiction likes to taunt you on the media, who just call you a pedophile, a murderer, a rapist because you write those kind of stories. I tell you the truth, like, there is maybe one or twice I do attempt murder or something like that, my past of a jubilant, many other crimes, but that's my fault. The fiction didn't influence me, that's just my fault. And I just write to have a safe environment.